saw you, murderer. I can afford that bounty.
I know some people in this group. Aldred. Sen.
Howdy, howdy. Hey, Suburban.
Yo. And give me the noise.
Told you I'd be hanging around all night, just running around.
Yeah, me too. I'm fucking bored. Like I'm on day 3 of like a 14-day shutdown. What's up, Aldred?
Well, it get you a chance to catch up on your questing or whatever you want to do, but
Yeah, it just. Sorry. So what we need, a healer in deeps.
I just need DPS, so I got a healer.
well, let me make sure I've got crushing shock on. I keep forgetting that one. Wait a minute, maybe that'll work. Nope.
So, anybody get anything nice for the holiday? Like headphones or something?
Yeah, I don't have to go to work. That's the best part of it.
Well, you know,
I hear you, but I don't think it would, yeah.
that was the thing with me. I worked at the post office. We begged to work. It was triple time if you worked Christmas. And if you were lucky enough to work the night shift, you open what we did, we opened our presents at one grandparent's on Christmas Eve.
Can I ask you kind of a personal question?
Sure.
It's not ignorant. Like, why do you guys work that hard? Is it because you have children and other people to support for, or it's just not manageable?
Most of them were greedy. I worked the post office. You get triple time, you're talking $60 to $80 an hour, and that's for the union people.
Do you like have children and family, the people that?
I had 3 kids.
Okay, yeah. Well,
So we'd open presents Christmas Eve at one of their grandparents. I'd go to work, come home, catch a couple hours nap, go to the other grandparents for Christmas Day, and then go get 5 or 6 hours sleep, and then go back to work. 2 days of triple time because I clock out on Christmas and then I clock back in on Christmas. That paid for Christmas.
I'm more dedicated than myself. I don't have any children.
I haven't
Well,
worked for like 2 years. But when I used to work a month on and a month off. It'd be
And
hard.
the thing about it is that, yeah, those that didn't want to work were fine, but you don't, unless you had leave you at the post office, unless you had vacation that you would lose if you didn't use it before January 1st, you'd saved up your vacation, some of your vacation over the year. You weren't.
How much time would they give you off? Like,
Oh no, you'd only get 1 shift at best if you didn't sign up for overtime.
like if you wanted to take vacation days, how much time do you think they'd give you off?
I got 210 hours a year. So 4 weeks in a day, so to speak.
4 weeks.
Well, yeah. Well, I knew guys that had saved up over a couple of years even, and never worked Christmas. But see, since it was Christmas at the post office, there was no leave unless you had too much. Then they couldn't stop you from using it. I knew guys would come Thanksgiving, they were gone till after the first of the year. They just saved up all their leave and used it in December.
His army of old Yakuda claim the citadel of Helra.
A lot of older people I interact with, like, I live in Pennsylvania. They'll leave during the winter, and then they'll come back in the springtime.
Oh yeah, snowbirds.
Is that what you call them?
Usually referred to Canadians and people that lived up north that go to Florida for the winter.
I've never heard of that. My mom does that shit. But, not jealous, but she's a little bit older. Just curious question. And my second question was, if you're part of the postal service, do they let you smoke marijuana?
Nope.
Not in any state?
I don't know now that several states made it legal. But that would be probably a nope. Because you're working for the federal government.
What if you get your medical card?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. That's one thing people don't understand. Each company and corporation has their own rules. If they don't. But any corporation, like you used to see a lot of places on restaurants, where they would put up, we can refuse service to anybody.
Well, I know, like, I had a lot of girlfriends in the past, a few of them nurses, and it's like they get drug tested.
Yep.
Every month. And it's just like, I don't think they need it, but just those that do it.
Yeah, there's just some jobs. DOT, you cannot keep your CDL license without
Can you explain that to me?
commercial driver's license.
Oh, okay.
Drive semis. Although, you know, most of them are stoned anyway, but they have to pass the Department of Transportation drug test to keep your commercial driver's license.
Just buy some or buy fake piss or vinegar. Just take a shower. I used to do that in the oil field. The hair
guess
follicle
that's
me and I'll take a bath in vinegar and I'll come out clean.
Like, I wouldn't see a problem with it, like, if it was wrestling.
That's if you need it, like, well, you really wouldn't have to do drugs. The best way to come out clean on a drug test is just not to do it.
Well, I'm an old retired fart, so I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's a fact of life for me nowadays, so.
You have come farther than those feeble undaunted, but you will fall just the same.
Have you driven on, like, big trucks in the past? Like, across state? Curious, but, like, fuel.
I don't know, I got about half a dozen friends that are drivers. I don't drive, I work in a big warehouse. But it can get lonesome. Cause many a divorce. But nowadays more companies are more regional. So they can be home at nights and stuff like that, so. At what?
I feel like my question was, how does manual labor play? Like, do you feel like there's more robots? Or do you feel like it's
No clue.
probably more?
Alright, we're gonna do the rock. The other tank, do you want a main tank or off tank? I don't know if you're wearing that taunt set that buffs DPS, but I'm running self resist, that's what I'm asking. I like the boss too, because I'm looking for ads inside the boss.